our podcast, and this time we will discuss about copyright. By the way, regarding copyright, do you actually understand what is a copyright?
What is copyright? Copyright or also cited is a legal term used to describe the rights that creators have over their literary or artistic works. Works covered by copyright range from books, music, paintings, sculpture, and films to computer programs, databases, advertisements, maps, and teleprompters.
I see. By the way, what do people usually do about copyright?
Maybe because out of user ID.
Okay.
Actually, there are negatives and positives for this. If the positive is, you respect our people's work and then imitate the process onward. But if the negative is, usually people misuse our people's work and then make it into their own work.
Yes, nowadays there are a lot of people abusing someone copyright, and usually most of them are musical works, and that's a really big problem in the music industry.
I also often hear about copyright case from Indonesian musicians. It turns out that the thing that we often take for granted has a big impact too, right?
Yes, that's really true. Because it's already difficult for people to think of ideas. So if someone copies them, they will definitely feel annoyed.
That means copyright is not always about music, right?
Anything that imitates someone's work is called copyright, where it's called written works, works of art. Everything that imitates someone's work is definitely copyright, especially without the knowledge of the person it did.
Can you tell me what happened if you got copyright strikes?
So here's what happened for each of the protocol sites. If you get the first strike, you will not be allowed to upload or create new content for a week, and other penalties will be broken. After this 1 week period, your full privilege will be restored, but the strike will remain on your channel for 90 days. If you get the second strike, the same 90 days period, you will not be allowed to post content for 2 weeks. And if no further issues, your privilege will be fully restored automatically. And as for the third strike, the same day 90-day period into your channel will be permanently removed from YouTube.
Okay, two more questions before we end the podcast. Can you tell me how to handle copyright issues on YouTube?
You need to sign in to the YouTube studio, click content, and then select a video with a copyright restriction and click on the restriction in the bottom panel, and then click review issues, click the relevant claim, and lastly click dispute, and that's it. That's how you do it.
Okay, I see. And lastly, can you tell us how to prevent copyright strike from happening on YouTube?
Yes, there are three solutions to prevent copyright strike from happening on YouTube. Firstly, using only music that you own the right to, such as original music or music in the public domain. And then secondly, obtaining the required permit from artists or records label to utilize music that is protected by copyright. Thirdly, observing the rules of the YouTube community. It's been a long time since we talked. What if we give ads to the viewers so they don't get bored?
Yes, and then maybe that's all for our podcast discussion. This time, we'll see you again in the next discussion or the next podcast with the new discussion. Okay?
Thank you all. Bye bye.